Sal Khan, the founder and CEO of Khan Academy. It's a nonprofit that offers free educational lessons online, and it's excellent. I use it all the time, even for grown-up things. Sal, nice to see you again. So we know things are not good out there in the land of learning, and parents are trying to help their youngsters pick up some ground before the school year. How can they do that best?
Yeah, the reality is even before the pandemic, in a class of 29 or 30 students like we just saw, there's a huge spread of students. Some kids are ready to move ahead. Some kids need a little bit more help filling their foundations. We know that as we get back to school now, there's going to be even a bigger variation in students. A lot of students are going to need some significant help, while some kids are ready to continue at grade level or beyond. So my recommendation for parents, wherever your child is on that spectrum, try to supplement with other things. And that's why Khan Academy exists. Everything I talk about is free, funded by philanthropy. Work on Khan Academy 20 minutes a day, especially in math. We have 50 efficacy studies that it can significantly grow students. Khan Academy Kids is an early learning app where students, we've had a UMass study where students spend 20 minutes a day. These are 2 to 8-year-olds, so this is early learning, and they're able to close the gap between kids in the bottom quartile and kids who are operating at the median. We also have an initiative, another not-for-profit, all free, called schoolhouse.world, free tutoring. Yes, free tutoring, where people can go, and we do it through having high-quality vetted volunteers, but we have a lot of capacity for more students. That's for 13 and over. That's in math and science and SAT prep right now. But it's these types of things that if you supplement it on top of what you're doing in school, 20 minutes a day, doesn't have to be some huge intervention. That'll give you that security that if your kid's ready to move ahead and that the class has to slow down to meet some of the other kids' needs, your student will be fine. Or if your class needs to continue at grade level while your student needs some gap filling or finish some unfinished learning, then you're going to be okay as well.
Saul, if a kid is not ready to move ahead, is still having difficulty despite these interventions, and parents are talking about this kind of right now, so that's why I want to ask you, should a child be held back if they're still struggling?
You know, I've written a lot about this. The hard question here is that in the traditional school model, we have academics and social progression happen at the same time. And if it was just about academics, I'm a big believer in mastery learning, that you should be able to have the opportunity and incentive to fill any gaps that you might have. But the problem is it has all sorts of other social consequences.
Yeah.
So as a parent or as an educator, I would try my best to do whatever gap filling, remediation. If you use Schoolhouse for tutoring, use Khan Academy, get whatever help you can. Most school districts have intervention programs so that you can keep your student with their cohort. And a lot of students are in the same boat this year. So I think the school will be very accommodating of that.
All right, Sal Khan, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We do appreciate it. A lot of good advice there.